Welcome to We Need to Talk Now, presented by AT&T. I'm Alicia J, and today I'm so excited about this interview. I'm here with two of USA Rugby's biggest stars, Captain Kristi Kirsche and 2024 Paris try scorer Alex Spiff Sedrick. Welcome to the show, and thank you for being here.
Oh my God, thank you for having us.
Yeah, excited to be here.
Before we even start, can I call you Spiff or no? Like, is it not a
No, it's weird when people call me Alexandria. I only get that if I'm in trouble.
Okay, I don't want you to feel like you're in trouble. So we're going to go Spiff from now on for sure. But just to start off, walk me through the differences between rugby sevens and rugby 15s and which one you prefer and why.
So there's 15s and there's sevens. 15s is 15 people aside, 40-minute halves. Rules are the pretty much exact same. There's like some kicking things that are weird,
a little bit more complex,
but like the sevens is 7 people aside, 7-minute halves, much faster.
Yeah,
more
same size field, half the number of people, more of like a sprint game.
Okay.
Yeah.
And which one would you say you prefer, like the faster one, or like what's your preference?
Play sevens.
We do, yeah.
Sevens is the Olympic version, so and sevens is the version we play full time. So I tend towards sevens, I gotta say.
Yeah, sevens is much better for our skill set. Yeah, she would match at 15.
No,
she would, but sevens is definitely both of our wheelhouse.
Yeah.
So you said that it's faster. What about it kind of makes it like a gateway for people who are just getting into the sport?
Interesting.
I think that like a big thing that people like to watch about whether it's like football or basketball or like even sometimes soccer, it's like there's really open space and there's like a lot of movement and things are happening like pretty quickly. With rugby, there's not as many stoppages. So there's more space in sevens, especially you see more action. I feel like it's a lot easier to see what's going on in 15. Sometimes there's like a big, like, you know, not a technical term, but like dog pile and you can't really tell. Whereas sevens, it's like, it's pretty much right in front of you laid out and you can see it more clearly.
Yeah, and with so much space, like there's so much more room for each individual player to express themselves a lot more. You know, there's a lot more space. It's a lot harder to cover people in that big space. So you get a lot more of that kind of full field all over the place. Never really know what's going to happen.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Well, admittedly, you know, we cover women's sports on this channel, and I would say I am not as versed in rugby as I could be. And that's just me being transparent, right? So I'm learning about the sport, even as we're sitting here, you know, talking together. But I do know that I watched in that bronze medal game when you guys won that bronze. It was so exciting. I remember literally getting up off the couch, like on that last, you know, second try to win the whole thing. But what I will say is I didn't realize at the time, but you didn't realize that you had to do the conversion, Spiff. No. Like you did not realize that. So can you walk us through that? Because when I watched it back and I heard that, I was like, how did she even do that after realizing she just had to kick it right then?
I think it's the best part of the story.
It's kind of embarrassing because it's like this, I should know this. We train under such high pressure situations to be able to know the scenario, know what we're supposed to do. But in that moment, it went completely out my brain. And I was like, oh, cool, we won. Like, yay.
Yeah. And then I came running up and I'm like, we need the kick. Because so from the time that she scored the try, we only have 30 seconds to then take that kick. So it's also like a very timed situation.
Yeah. I did for about 23 of those seconds, I was like, yeah, we just won. And then, she comes yelling at me. She's like, you got to kick it. And I was like, oh my God. If I had any longer to think about it, I would have shanked it. So it's probably good that it was under pressure.
Yeah, well, we're so glad that you did it. I know you guys are glad too. I remember I was looking at Sammy Sullivan. They like did a close up of her and she was like telling people to shut up. Like, we need to do this.
I mean, because it was like one of those moments where she scored and then we all looked around and we were like, none of our like regular kickers are on the field. So we're all like, what do we do? Who's supposed to take it? Who's supposed to take it? Right. And then Spiff remembered that she was supposed to take it.
Yeah, they did tell me, the coaching staff did tell me they had a plan. They had thought about it. Our coach, Emily Bidwell, she is 10 steps ahead of everybody. So she had told me, hey, you're probably going to need to take a kick like later on in the game. And I was like, all right, cool. She did tell me. I completely forgot. And no one on the sideline forgot. Everyone else, Sammy, shut up, everybody. Hopefully she gets there. But yeah, we made it work in the end.
Yeah, it was definitely a moment. And there was a lot of momentum that happened after that moment. How do you think that rugby has kind of like capitalized off that success of that bronze medal?
I mean, I think it's been really exciting. I mean, we always knew that like the best platform for our sport to be seen is at the Olympics, you know, with the world watching. And then to win in such like a drama moment, like that was the way we were going to get the American audience, like people really excited about it. You know, everyone loves a buzzer beater type of story, and that's basically what it was. Um, but you know, I mean, even in Paris, like we broke records for attendance at women's rugby in Paris, and then you saw it again at the World Cup this fall in England. They broke the record again. So I think there's a lot of momentum and a lot of fans that now that they've seen rugby, they really want to get into it. And I think that it's been really exciting. I mean, I know like we had colleges reaching out to us this fall, like, oh my God, I got so many more people coming out to tryouts and all that kind of stuff. It's been really cool to kind of see how many people got excited about it.
Yeah, and I think that our team does a really good job of kind of sharing our stories on social media. Like, obviously, we have Ilona Maher, who is very transparent and like shares a lot of her life, and like Kirsche does quite a bit on social media. Ari Ramsey, Sammy Sullivan, and we try to put our stories out there to kind of let people know we didn't grow up playing rugby, and if they think they come from like a background of basketball or soccer or track and say they don't move on beyond high school or even college, they kind of think athletics are over for them. Mm-hmm. But rugby is a sport that you can pick up, you know, if you have the athleticism. There's so many different sports that have crossover skills. Like Kirsche has a background in football and soccer. Yeah. My background is in gymnastics and volleyball. And it's fun to kind of post about that online, because then you get people who, like, I've had other gymnasts reach out to me and be like, I want to find a rugby club in my area. Or people who play soccer, they're like, I've always been, you know, people have been trying to recruit me for rugby or something. So it's really cool to see that. Like, I think when we show that we weren't born and raised rugby players, it gives other people kind of encouragement to go try it for themselves.
Yeah. I know I have a basketball background. I'm 6'6", and I wish I would have known. Like, I feel like I've probably aged out, but you know, I wish I would have known about rugby, because I love watching the sport, and I definitely think I could see parts of myself playing it for sure. So I think it's phenomenal, the growth that is happening. What does it mean to both of you to be part of this, you know, phenomenal growth in rugby?
It's a lot. It's, I mean, when I first started playing rugby, it was probably like 2013. I was 16 years old. So I think that was 2013, maybe 2014. Sure. And I was like, okay, it's going to be in the 2016 Olympics. And in my head, I was like, I'm going to be way too far off. Like, by the time people hear it's in the Olympics, they're all going to start training for it, because everyone wants to go to the Olympics, right? And so if there's like a new sport that comes out, they're going to be like, oh, it's probably not super well established, not really well developed. Everyone's going to try to like flock to that. No one really did that much, but that was kind of like what I was thinking, is like, I have to go to the Olympics. So to be a part of a team that broke records, such as the attendance record, such as the first rugby medal in 100 years, it's really cool to like have that momentum going forward into a home Olympics that we'll host in 28, because hopefully our bench just gets deeper and deeper with athletes who are more familiar with the sport.
Yeah, and I think, I mean, something we talk about all the time is, you know, leaving the jersey better than you found it. And I think that like this generation, you know, with the Olympics and everything, and seeing the next generation that's now coming through the program, I think it's just so exciting for like the future of rugby, and to just be part of that, and, you know, to have been part of the movement, and then to now be kind of, you know, mentoring some of the younger kids on their way through it. I think it's just been a really exciting experience.
Yeah.
Definitely exciting to watch, I'll tell you. So I can't even imagine being a part of it. You mentioned Ilona Maher earlier, and she's obviously very visible in the sport. I think that's excuse me, I think that's an understatement. But she's been super vocal, which I love this so much about, like raising up other rugby stars that should be getting, you know, kind of the same look as she does, right? On many levels. So what does it mean to you to play with somebody like that and have somebody like that kind of like in your corner as a rugby player?
She's the best.
Yeah, she's awesome.
She's the best.
She makes it really clear that she doesn't feel competition within like kind of the like influencer space, or like even within rugby. There's room for so many different athletes to express themselves online, and it's like there doesn't need to be just one rugby influencer. Like she's been vocal about not wanting to be the only
Yeah.
one. And so it's like every time that she even just posts a video and tags us, it's like 500 followers. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
sick. Okay,
Yeah.
thanks, Lo. But yeah, she's really a big proponent of like pushing forward. What is it? The saying, all ships rise.
Yeah, rising tide raises all boats, or
that's
whatever.
That's her saying.
But I think it really is true, you know, like she says all the time, like we almost have to make ourselves superstars in the sport. Like being good at rugby is not going to be enough to like kind of get it on the map, and so you need to be out there showing these personalities, and I think she does an amazing job of it. But I also think it's part of rugby culture that it's, you know, we might beat each other up on the field, but then afterwards, like it's such a community culture, and like honestly, like it's exciting for us when we see the Australians who are posting stuff on the internet and all the other countries. So I think it's just, we're all just really excited to try to get the game out there, and you know, she does a great job of kind of leading that charge and then encouraging people to kind of do the same thing she's doing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, speaking of teammates, your team has changed since that bronze medal game for sure. How's the team looking? What are the biggest differences, and what are you looking forward to as you continue to play with each other?
I mean,
there's a lot.
Yeah, I think so. At the Olympics, I think our team average age was the oldest age of any team at the Olympics. And I don't think that's the case anymore.
No.
we are young now. Well, not we, but
not us.
The rest of them, they're young now.
It's a 6'7", nonstop, like these kids. But yeah, it's fun. From the Olympic team that traveled, there's 14 of us. From what's left of Paris, there's only 4 of us. So it is like a really big transition. We have a ton of new, fresh talent coming out of high school, some still in college. We have a lot of people who are really hungry and really excited about everything. Like everything is so exciting to them. And it's like, it's refreshing.
Yeah, it really is refreshing.
We're old dogs. We've been here for years. And so I feel like it's really, going on tour is like Christmas with kids. Because before it was like, okay, we've done this 1,000 times, like whatever.
17-hour travel, middle seats, you know, all that.
Yeah. For them, their first 18-hour flight, they're hyped. They cannot wait.
They were talking the entire time. We were all like, guys, you gotta sleep. Like they're just
shut up.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's fun. It's really fun to have such young energy that's really excited and really hungry for a medal in LA.
Yeah.
Well, we were talking about lifting up, you know, how Ilona lifts up other rugby players. Can you give us some players to look out for, some of the young players that are coming in that we should look out for?
There's so many.
Yeah.
Can I just roster off?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to, you know what? I think that one that I'm really excited for, she's spent a year on the series already, Soraya Ibarra.
That's who I was going to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's really mature. Like, I think for her age, I don't know. I don't spend time around much like 18-year-olds, but she's really composed on the field. She plays very mature. She has great skill set. I mean, we have some other young girls as well who are like really exciting. We have a new girl who's traveling for the first time with us, Visiti.
Yeah.
She's, I think at Dartmouth. Yeah. So it's not very often that we get girls who are not full-time residents traveling with us. So it's exciting to have a new face on the series with us. But I mean, we got Tana, we got Nalu, we got Lily. Yeah. I mean, if I don't name all of them,
we could just keep going.
Yeah, there's a lot, and it's really exciting because this is not even going to be half of it. I mean, we got 28, and then we also are hosting a World Cup in like 33.
33, yeah.
And then also like Brisbane 32. Like, Emily's probably already planning. Like, she's looking at 14-year-olds right now, being like, you need to push through your past. Yeah. Like, you can't get away with that in Brisbane. Yeah. So it's really exciting, and I'm excited to see what they do because they're going to be so much better than we are.
Yeah, and I think just in general, like the inner competition of this squad. So just for context, like we have 23 people, I think, training full time. But when we travel, we only travel with 14. But the competition level throughout the squad constantly is amazing right now. Like the way we're going at it every day in training, the way people are pushing each other, it's just making everyone so much better. And the environment is so great right now.
Mm-hmm. When you talk about the environment, you're only 2 stops so far on the Sevens World Cup circuit, about to head to Singapore, correct? For the 3rd. What have you seen out of your team? Like, what have you seen out of them so far that, in, I guess, the 3 stops that you've been in? Or you're about to be in 3?
Yeah, the first stop that we actually had a pretty big win. The first time that we beat New Zealand, who's reigning champs, since two-time Olympic champs.
Yeah,
yeah,
since
first
like
time in 6 years. That we've beaten that team, and so that was really cool for us, especially with such a young squad.
Mm-hmm.
We also obviously we target to do the best that we can in every tournament, but I think we finished higher than we kind of expected to.
Yeah.
And we also saw some really anti-fragile moments of like kind of getting punched in the face right off the bat and still coming back and pulling out some wins. So yeah, it's been a lot of work and a lot of conversation, and there's going to be more to be had, but Singapore should be a pretty good show of what we've been working on for the last month.
Yeah, and I mean, I think, like we said, we have such a young team, so we have so many kids for the first time learning, like, what it feels like to win on the series, what it feels like to learn on the series, like, what it feels like to play 3 games in a day and then have to turn around the next day and do it again. So just, there's a lot of learning going on, and I think we've been talking about it for this whole time. Like, it is a long process to get us to LA 28, and so we're just trying to build through every tournament, focus on what we're focusing on, control what we can control, and just keep getting better at each stop.
Well, one of your final stops is going to be in New York. What are you looking forward to? The fist pump tells it all. You know what I'm saying? But what are you?
I'm an East Coast kid. I grew up in the Boston suburbs, so I'm like, my family is just absolutely through the moon that we finally get an East Coast stop. So I think that's pretty exciting for us.
Yeah.
And
I was going to ask you what it was going to be like.
Yeah. Anytime we get to host a home tournament, I think it's really special. It's a huge part of getting people in America to see rugby and to invest in rugby and to feel like what it's like to actually be at a tournament. My first few years, my parents had only watched tournaments on the series, like online. And then the first time they went to a tournament, they were like, oh my God, this is so much fun. Like, there's so much energy in the stadiums. And so anytime we get to bring that to the US, I think is really exciting.
Yeah, and I think something else that's like important is like you don't have to know rugby to go to a sevens tournament. 15s, it might be a little more difficult to follow what's going on because it's a much slower paced game. There's like probably arguably a lot more like strategy that you wouldn't know if you didn't know the sport. Sevens, it's like, okay, this team is over here and they're trying to get across this line, and this team is over here and they're trying to get across that line. And that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
And there's something for everyone at the stadiums. People dress up in costume. Mm-hmm. They have drinks. If you're of age, sometimes they'll have like carnival games and stuff. Sometimes they'll have invitational tournaments. So youth games, high school, college. It's really fun. And I think that people kind of get steered away from it because they're like, oh, I don't watch rugby, or I don't know the sport of rugby. It's like, well, it's never too late to start. And you're probably going to see something that you like about it. If you like watching track, if you like watching basketball, if you like watching wrestling.
If you like watching football.
Yeah, football especially. Yeah. So it's like, maybe just check it out. It could be something that you get interested in.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like I need to come to that particular one. I'll shoot on over to New York. No problem.
Sure, we can get you tickets somehow.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, well, that's already done. So I'll be there. But looking forward to it for sure. Looking forward to continuing to watch you guys as you build to the next Olympics for sure. Before we go, though, I have a couple of quick social questions that we like to ask. They're really, quick ones, so you guys can both answer these. So they're just rapid fire. So we'll go one by one. The Winter Olympics are coming. What Winter Olympic sport would you love to try and why?
Curling.
Snowboarding.
Why? Because I don't have a single athletic skill in any other sport, and curling, I feel like looks, oh my God, I'm going to offend the curlers. It looks like it could be, somewhat of a same motion of mopping, perhaps. And I mop at home, so I'll go with that.
I would go with snowboarding just because I think it looks so cool, and I think they have the most swag out of any sport at the Winter Olympics.
That's true.
Yeah.
I agree with both. Curling always makes me crack up. I love it so much to watch it. Favorite stop on the World Cup circuit?
Cape Town. Food, vibes, weather, stadium, all good.
I like the Australia stop. Always a good time in Australia.
That's a good one for sure. What stop are you most looking forward to coming up?
Europe. My family is going to come out, and I'm probably going to hop around a little bit after because that's our finale one. So I'm going to stay over there for a little bit.
New York for sure. So much of my family is going to come out, and it's cool to have a stop in a new city in the U.S.
Who is your GOAT?
Tom Brady.
Kirsche.
Ilona Maher.
Ilona Maher.
Ilona Maher.
Answer. Ilona.
Take it back. Ilona Maher.
Love it. One thing you cannot go without.
My tropical tie-dye fruit roll-up. I'm not sponsored, but I'd like to be. So if you're watching this, please.
Any form of media so I can watch movies, because I cannot go through a flight without watching a bunch of movies.
That's a good one too.
Yeah.
Favorite rugby memory?
Oh my God, bronze medal.
Yeah, that's how it's hard to beat that one.
Okay, and then the last rapid fire, favorite athlete that comes to mind when I say a sport. So soccer.
Messi.
Alex Morgan.
Football.
Tom Brady.
Peyton Manning. I don't really watch NFL like that.
Basketball.
Michael Jordan.
Kobe.
Snowboarding.
Chloe Kim.
Chloe Kim, yeah.
Skiing.
Michaela Schifrin?
Yeah. Lindsey Vaughn.
Tennis.
Both skiers.
Yeah, sure.
Serena
Williams.
Yeah.
Ice hockey.
Ooh.
Hillary Knight.
Hillary Knight. I'm sorry, I don't watch ice hockey.
Gymnastics.
Suni Lee.
Yeah, Cindy Lee.
Sean Johnson.
Sean Johnson, yeah.
Sheila Worley. Like,
Yeah.
there's so many that I'm like, yeah, that's a good one.
And then the last one, figure skating.
Oh,
What's his name? Nathan?
figure skating. We just met these siblings who skate for the US, and I'm blanking on their names, but I'll be cheering for them in Italy.
Tanya Harding?
No, not Tanya Harding.
No,
She break their kneecaps?
That's a figure skater. It's the first
Okay,
thing
yeah.
that came to my-
Sure, go
Yeah.
Tanya.
Listen, I'm from Portland, Oregon, so I know all about Tanya Harding. but yes, but thank you guys.
That's first name.
That's true. Okay.
True. I didn't specify, but thank you guys so much for, just spending time with us. I know that your schedule is hectic and you have a lot going on, so thank you so much for joining us. We're going to continue to watch you as you, make all of these different stops, and also just in your journey to get to the next Olympics. That's a long ways. So we will be watching, we'll be supporting you. And thank you for being here, right here on We Need to Talk Now, presented by AT&T.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Appreciate it.